Oh, hey, I am so glad you made it to your midweek shot in the arm. And today's shot is submission. You ready? Let's go. Submission, simply put, is yielding to the authority of another and willingness to accept their guidance. You guys already know we are headed straight to our instruction manual. And today's instructions come out of the book of James, chapter 4, verse 7, King James Version. And it reads, "Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." Amen. Now, today's shot is directly from our devotional titled, "They Will Hate You Because of Jesus." Whew! They will hate you because of Jesus. Now listen, access to this devotional is available to you. Don't click off right now, but after the shot is over, head on over to buildersofthefaith.com. You will see a picture of yours truly, along with Pastor Robert A. Brown. Right above that picture, you'll see a tab that says devotional. Click on that tab and follow the prompts, okay? These devotionals help us apply PBP to our lives, meaning when you take part in the devotional, it helps you apply practical, biblical principles to your lives. All right, you ready? Let's dive in. So, today's devotional focus is centered around submission. More specifically, the promise that is attached to submission to Jesus, okay? Now, per usual, I encourage you to read your instruction manual, okay? I'm just reading a verse for our shot, but I want you to go back and read the entire text, okay? So let's look at our verse again. This is James chapter 4, verse 7 from the King James Version. It says, "Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." Amen. Now, this chapter, which when you read, you'll see, is laced with several warnings against worldliness, okay? However, you will also find promises attached to these warnings, such as the promise that is attached to our verse today, all right? Which says, if we submit to God and resist the devil, the promise is that he will flee from us, okay? And that sounds easy enough, right? Sounds pretty easy. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he'll flee. The problem is that the world views submission as a sign of weakness and inability to figure it out on your own. Okay, the world is all about individualism. My God, but submission says, I'm yielding to the authority of another and willing to accept their guidance. All right, so access to the promise requires a submission to God first. All right, and doing this is an act of trust, okay? This is an act of obedience, an act of acknowledgement of God, of his sovereignty and wisdom over our lives. My God, understanding that his ways are far better than ours. So our submission to God is not a sign of weakness. It is us relinquishing control to the one who has the blueprint for our lives. My God, there is strength in submission, all right, which is why you need to do that first. All right, the verse does not say resist the devil and he'll flee from you, then submit yourselves therefore to God. That is not how that verse reads. It says submit yourselves therefore to God, period. Okay, submit yourselves therefore to God, period. Why is that? The strength you get from submission builds your resistance. The more you submit to God in prayer, the more you submit to God by reading the word, the more you submit to God by assembling in a scriptural-based church, the more you submit to God by doing your devotional, all right? The more you submit to God by renewing your mind daily to who we are in him. Listen, every time you submit to God, it builds your resistance against the devil. Come on, you can't resist the devil on your own. You can't. I don't care how strong you think you are. I don't care how often you fast and pray. You can't resist the devil on your own. You can't resist his schemes and his cunning ways all by yourself. All right, your spouse can't help you. The person you're dating can't help you. Your friends can't help you. Your cousin them can't help you. Submission is required. All right, there is no workaround. There is no shortcut. So stop looking for one. There's no way around it. And listen. The devil is always trying to alter your blueprint. He is always searching for ways to get you off the right path that God has for you. Ways to make you think that you'll be better off going left instead of right. Ways to make you think that he's the one or she's the one. All right, only for you to lose months, sometimes years with the wrong person. Come on, ways to discourage you from pursuing something that God has called you to. Ways to make you think that you need to go off on somebody when God is telling you to be quiet. He is consistently looking for ways to kill, steal, and destroy. All right, so hear me clearly today. Hear me clearly. Our adversary looks for ways to get you to submit to him. He looks for weak areas in your life to poke at. Come on, to aggravate you, to frustrate you, to get you to respond the way he would respond. He's looking for that. He's looking for those weak areas. My God, so please take inventory of your multifaceted life. All right, what areas do you need to submit more fully to God? Take inventory, be honest. What areas do you need to submit more fully to God? Because listen, daily submission is the antidote for daily resistance. Say la. My God. Now remember, this shot is for you. So maximize your shot of submission. Until next time.